Sheila Hodges. I'm a rising senior here at St. John's, and welcome to the Spartan Scoop. You can expect a lot from this channel throughout the school year. We'll be covering fun events on campus, interviewing students from our student body, and creating helpful advice videos. With that being said, let's get into our first video. In honor of back to school season, our first video is going to be full of back to school basics for St. John's students. So if you're a new student, this video is perfect for you. We are going to be talking about some important upcoming dates, a typical St. John's schedule, how to join activities, and we'll be giving you some overall advice on how to have a fantastic 2020 school year. So, what are some important upcoming August dates? Well, on August 9th is our student orientation. Orientation is a time for students to meet their new teachers and receive small supply lists. For new students, this is not only a time to do that, but to also get familiar with your campus. On Orientation Day, some National Honor Society members will be available to assist new students on a tour, and also they will be answering any questions you may have about the school. In fact, I'll be there. The Tuesday following orientation, August 13th, marks the first day of school. The first day of school is typically very fun. Sometimes the Upper School Student Council will organize a fun activity or a breakfast for the upper school students. Throughout the school day, students are very cheerful after reuniting with their friends. So that creates a very energetic atmosphere for the first day of school. It's also a very chill day. Most teachers will just spend the day going over some of their rules, some of their expectations, and what you as a student can expect during the upcoming school year. It's definitely one of the easiest days of the school year, so please do not stress about it. On August 21st, the freshmen will have their kickoff trip. The purpose of this trip is to build bonds amongst the freshmen and to introduce new students to some of their peers. This is an exciting time to meet new people and to make more friends. It's also a nice time to get to know your homeroom teacher, because they will be there on the trip with you. Those were our important dates for this month. So now let's talk about some things you should get familiar with before the first day of school. One of the things you should try to get familiar with before the first day of school is My School app. You'll be using this app throughout the entire school year, so I recommend you adding it to your Favorites tab on your iPad. One important feature on My School app is the ability to check your grades. Teachers are pretty good about updating My School app. So, if you just took a test or a quiz, you typically don't have to wait long to check out what you got. Also, at the end of each quarter, your report cards are posted on My School app, sometimes featuring some quick comments from teachers. On My School app, you can also see what classes you will be having during each period. If you click on each class and go to each of their bulletin boards, you'll see an area where the teacher will post their contact information, which comes in handy if you have a question after the school hours, their rules, their expectations, their grade percentages for each quarter, and their percentages for types of assignments. And sometimes they'll even post some of the supplies they need for their course. In this area, you will also find their syllabus, which is where they list all the homework assignments, quizzes, and tests coming up during that week. Sometimes teachers will also give you a glimpse of what to expect during each day in class. Students tend to find this very helpful because it helps them prepare for each day. Another tab you will see in each class is a Topics tab. In this area, teachers will break down the course into various topics. For instance, in AP US History, one of the topics is Unit 1, 1491 through 1607. Under these topics, you will find important related documents, articles, or assignments. During class or for homework, your teacher may ask you to go under a certain topic and read or complete something. There is also an Assignments tab, which simply shows what assignments are due in each course. Sometimes the teacher may ask you to turn in an assignment on My School app through this tab. If you find the Groups tab on My School app, click on Upper School, then click on Topics, and you will find your summer assignments, where to set up a lunch account, where to order school uniforms, how to order textbooks, the 2020 school calendar, the handbook, and a bunch of other really important topics. The My School app also features a calendar where you can see an overview of what assignments are due for each course. You can also see what class you have at what time. So, that's a quick overview of My School. Another thing thing you should get familiar with before the first day of school is the St. John's schedule. For many new kids, the schedule can be kind of confusing. I know when I was a new kid in 9th grade, I was super confused on how it worked. Here at St. John's, we have a rotating schedule, which means that each day starts with a new period. Monday starts with A period, Tuesday starts with B period, Wednesday starts with C period, Thursday starts with D period, and Friday starts with E period. On Mondays, you will have your A and B period, then break. Break is a 15-minute block in your schedule when you can grab a snack from the food store or simply hang out with friends at a nearby table. You can also use this period to ask your teacher a quick question before a quick test, or maybe not so quick test, or just find a quiet table and study. Overall, break allows for a nice time in the morning to refresh and prepare for the rest of the day. Then after break, you have H periods. H periods on Mondays are used for character foundations. Character foundations here at St. John's is a time when we learn about the character trait of the month. For example, sometimes last year we had courage, gratitude, and independence. On every day except for Mondays and Fridays, H period is at the very end of the day, from 2:30 to 3:15. During H periods on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, you will either meet with clubs, have a study hall, or attend a mandatory assembly. H period on Friday is used for practicum, pep rallies, or simply a time with your advisors. Your advisor is going to be your homeroom teacher. After H period on Monday, you have 2 more periods, C and D period. Then after lunch, you'll have 3 periods, E, F, and G. Remember how I said that St. John's is a rotating schedule? So on Tuesday, you'll begin the day with B period, C period, then break. However, after break, you will have D, E, and F period, then lunch. After lunch, you will finish your schedule and have G and A period, and then H period. On Wednesday, you will begin your schedule with C period, and follow the same rotation. C, D, break, E, F, G, lunch, A, B, and then H period. Each period is 45 minutes. On our schedules, we don't really have any time built in to walk to each class. All teachers are pretty lenient when it comes to students arriving late to class because they understand if you have a class that's in the PAC, the Performing Arts Center, which is all the way across campus, or if you're coming from another building. Now that you're familiar with the typical St. John's schedule, let's now get familiar with how lunch works. So, here at St. John's, lunch is a 45-minute period. During this time, you can hang out with friends, go on your iPad, meet with clubs, or talk with the teacher. So, during lunch, you can sit wherever you like. You can sit on the deck, you can sit on the balcony, in classrooms, on benches around campus, really anywhere. Typically, when it's cold, students like to sit in the hallways with a blanket or just in the teacher's classroom. Here at St. John's, I would like to say we have some pretty nice food options. If you're into grilled food, we have the grill. You can get fresh hamburgers, hot dogs, french fries, whatever you'd like. So if you're more into the regular school lunches, we also have the food store. They serve lots of really nice meals. They serve pasta, Mexican food, 10 out of 10 recommend, Chinese food, breakfast for lunch. In general, they just have lots of the typical school lunches that you'd find at other schools, but they're really, really good. To complement your meal, you can also buy some nice snacks. You can buy chips, you can buy cookies, you can buy brownies, and we also have ice cream available. And to drink, we have a fridge full of drinks, we have water, and you can purchase some tea or lemonade at some points. If you're interested in buying lunch, all you have to do is just set up an SLA lunch account on the school website or in My School app. On My School app, it's available under the Upper School tab. Then you just have to go to the topics page, scroll all the way down, and you'll see SLA or just school lunch account. On this account, your parents can monitor what you purchase, and they can also put money in whenever your account is close to negative. In addition to these wonderful school lunch options, last year St. John's started serving Chick-fil-A every Monday. In order to purchase Chick-fil-A, you just have to fill out a little slip of paper just saying what you want, and then you have to just turn it into the upper school office the Thursday before that Monday. And the options they have is you can either get an 8 or 12 count chicken nugget, you can get original or a spicy chicken sandwich, and on the side you can get potato chips or cookies. So if you love Chick-fil-A, please don't miss out on this wonderful opportunity to have it every Monday. Just make sure that you fill out the slips. Okay, so another thing you should try to get familiar with before the first day of school is our wonderful campus. So we're going to start with the library down here. So in our library, it's really cool. You can check out a bunch of books. I believe like the limit is 4 books, I believe, at once, which is awesome if you're a huge book nerd like me. In the library, you can also print out some documents. Sometimes your teachers will tell you to print out an assignment before class, so you can print out stuff for free in there. Also, during your study hall, you can go to the library and chill out. I personally love going to the library because it's really quiet and you can just easily focus on your work. And lastly, I'd say another super cool thing about our library is that inside, sadly it's locked, but inside we have the makerspace, and in the makerspace you can use, well basically what the makerspace is, it's the space where you can make stuff. So in there we have a bunch of construction paper, we have markers and glitter. Basically, you name it, we have it. So if you're working on a project, you can just sign in to go in the makerspace and make something. We're making a homecoming poster, go in there, make it beautiful. Make a student council posters and go in there and make stuff. So yeah, that's basically our library. And then right here on my left is the administration building. In here you can find a lot of the offices for our administration. And here's our administration building. So if you have a parent who's visiting you on campus or just someone who's visiting you, they have to sign out here at the front desk. So if you ever feel sick throughout the school day, this is where you'd come. This is the nurse's office, and yep, she'll help you out. Right here we have the lower school building. This is where like all the lower school classrooms are. If you're an upper school student, you'll never really have to go over here unless you're a senior. Just fun fact, so seniors have first grade buddies throughout the whole school year and like throughout flag. The seniors will stand over there with the first graders. And yeah, they'll have like cute little get-togethers throughout the year. So here's some more lower school classroom. And right here is our amazing spirit store. And in here you can buy uniforms, you can buy some nice Spartan material, you can buy some really cool hoodies and stuff. So here's the thing, at St. John's only Spartan hoodies are available. So you have to come here to buy a Spartan hoodie if you want to wear it. Talking about, so during lunch or during the study halls, you can come out here and chill. When it's nice and sunny, this is a really nice place to just sit, relax, do your homework, or eat lunch. What's also really nice is when it's springtime, all the trees are blossomed and stuff, and it looks just really pretty. And from here, you get a nice, beautiful view of our quad. Every morning at 8 o'clock, all the students will come out and gather around the quad. And over there by the flagpole, our student council president, Anthony Morris, will start the pledge. We'll all join in. And then Miss Fisher and Anthony will lead with announcements. And sometimes some students or some teachers will come out and just do quick little announcements and stuff. So yeah, St. John's tradition. So over here is our Brown Gym. This is where we have a lot of pep rallies and stuff. This is also where you'll have your sports, your team sports PE class. And yeah, and also some of the sports practices are in there, such as volleyball, basketball, you know, the ones that require a gym. So yeah, over here on my left is our beautiful Spartan pool. So right here, this is where our locker rooms are located. This one's for the girls. And then down over here at this end, this one is for the guys. This is Coach Pickett's office. So when you talk to Coach Pickett, there you go. And also you will come to the locker rooms to change before PE, or also after school you can use them to change for a sport. So over here is our Performing Arts Center. Those are some doors to get in. However, you'll typically just walk around that path and just go through the entrance. And that's where we kind of have a lot of our assemblies for upper school. It's also where you can go to attend like plays, Miss St. John's, Mr. St. John's, just a lot of the cool
events
here on campus. And then over here, if you're interested in tennis, we have a sweet tennis court. So if you follow this path all the way down there, you'll hit our softball field. And if you keep going farther down, you'll see our soccer field, our track, our football fields, and our baseball fields. For middle school, this is where you'll eat lunch. And this is our middle school building. There are 2 levels. There's some below and there's some on top. And you can take the stairs to go up there. And let me show you the middle school office. So if your teacher ever tells you to go in the middle school office, this is where it is. And if you just have any questions, you can just stop by. So right here is the upper school building, and this is one of our stairwells. And inside the upper school building, we have 3 stairwells. We have one down here, we have one at the end, and once you walk in, there's one at the end of the hallway. So check it out. This stairwell, we typically have some really cool announcements posted here. Clubs will typically make like a little poster and post it on this wall, so as you go to your next class, just, you know, glance over here, see what's going on around campus, and yeah, stay tuned. So right over here, we have one of our fabulous TVs, and on the TVs, they have the time, which is very important. They also put like cool little announcements and just little reminders of what's going on around campus. So right here is our AAC, which is our Academic Achievement Center. And here you can work on projects, and also a lot of tutoring goes on here. So right here is our guidance office. So if you ever need guidance on what's going on in school, please check out Mrs. Cora. She's seriously the most wonderful person in the world. So right now we're inside the upper school office. And right here typically sits a beautiful lady by the name of Miss Good. And so you just come in here if you're, for instance, like late for school, you can just come in here and sign in. Or if you have a dentist appointment and need to leave to go to your dentist appointment, you also come here to sign out. Also in the upper school office, there's typically like some papers you can pick up. So like if you're trying to buy Chick-fil-A, you can come here to pick up a little Chick-fil-A slip.
My advice to new students will be to take advantage of all the opportunities they have here at St. John's.
Now, before I end the video, I'd like to give you guys some advice on how to have a great upcoming school year. 1, do not be afraid to meet with your teachers. If you have a question about an assignment or simply confused about something they went over in class, please meet with them. I'm telling you, here at St. John's, we have some of the best teachers in the world. They're so friendly, and they will be totally okay if you come and get some advice from them after school.
Yeah.
2, check the syllabus every day. Some St. John students like to write down all of the assignments they have for the upcoming week, all the upcoming quizzes, and all the upcoming tests on Sunday night when the teacher has posted all of their assignments on the syllabus. However, sometimes the St. John's teachers like to change a little something on the syllabus, and you'll end up doing the wrong assignment for the week. Therefore, please check the syllabus every day and just double check that you wrote down the same assignment if you're that type of student who likes to just write down everything for the week. 3, join lots of sports and clubs. How do you join clubs? Starting at the beginning of each semester, you'll meet with your homeroom teacher and pick out 3 clubs on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. For example, last year on Tuesday, I tutored French, on Wednesday I had student council, and on Thursday, I had an editor's meeting for the yearbook. Study hall is also a potential club that you can have during this time. We also have great sports here at St. John's. During the fall season, you can join cheer, dance, football, volleyball, swimming, golf, or cross country. These are amazing, amazing ways to get to know new people, or to simply just get to know more people around your school. 4, keep your locker organized throughout the school year. Sometimes it's really easy to just keep papers stacking in your locker and whatnot, but trust me when I say that it will do you a lot of good in the long run to just keep your locker organized, because at the end of the school year, we dedicate a time in our schedule to clean out all of our lockers. You don't want to be that student who has to drag the trash can over to your locker and just clean it all out. 5, bring earbuds and a charger. So during study halls, you are allowed to listen to music. Sometimes during class, if the teacher doesn't have any everything else scheduled. She'll tell you guys you can work on homework. And most teachers are okay if you listen to music as you do your homework. And the reason why I tell you to bring the charger is because I've had many experiences, lots of people I know have had many experiences where we're in the middle of class and out of nowhere our iPad dies, and that's seriously the worst thing in the world, because on your iPads you have your textbooks, you have your homework assignments, you have the internet, so if you want to look up something for a quick project, you go on the internet. But if your iPad is dead, you can't do any of that. So please, please, please pack a charger in your backpack, or simply just leave an extra one in your locker. 6, email your teachers. I know when I first got here at St. John's, I was kind of nervous about that because throughout middle school, my mom kind of took care of all the emailing and stuff. But I'm telling you, emailing your teachers is not anything you should be scared about. They typically respond very promptly. So if you have a quick question about a homework assignment, you don't have to stay after school and meet them. You can always just send them an email. 7, always bring a school jacket. Sometimes the classrooms are really, really cold. And 8, my last tip for you guys is to go to school events. This will make your year a whole lot better. It's just always so much fun just attending plays, attending a band concert, attending like a swim event, attending a football event. These are all just really, really nice opportunities for you to just embrace your school pride and just have a lot of fun and hang out with your friends. Well, that's all we have for today. I hope this video is very helpful for all of the students here at St. John's, and especially for the new students. Once again, I just want to say welcome to the St. John's family. We're so happy that you're here. And please stay tuned for more videos. We will be posting every first Tuesday of every month. So stay tuned. And that was a Spartan Scoop. Thanks for watching.